Let's go to the review exercise. Okay, so there are two concepts that we need to do some revision on. Okay, so that's a junior forms concept. And the first one is not difficult. It is about angle of elevation and angle of depression. Okay, and in this chapter, we are going to use all the formulas we have learned in chapter 9. Okay, so chapter 9 and chapter 10 is actually a series of two chapters. Okay, in the same chapter. Okay, so the sine formula, cosine formula, area formula, and Heron's formula are all used in this chapter 10. Okay, but this is an application of those formulas. Okay, we have learned in chapter 9, and let's see what the first topic is. Okay, in question one. Okay, and we are going to learn about the angle of elevation. So I just I'm trying to teach you one more time. Okay, what is the meaning of angle of elevation that you have learned in Form 3? Okay, angle of elevation is that I am looking at something which is higher than me. Okay, my eyes are looking at some other object, which is located higher than me. Okay, then so I need to my eyesight should be looking to the horizontal first, to the horizontal direction. To the horizontal direction, my eyesight first should look at the horizontal direction. And then, for example, if I want to look at this projector, I need to turn my head upwards. Okay, so this is my eyesight. Originally, it is looking towards the horizontal, and then when I am turning my head upwards, it is like this. The angle that I have turned is called the angle of elevation. Is that clear? 佢即係我平望先，平望就望唔到嗰個投影機㗎，係咪？即係我假設我嘅眼光咧，只係一條線嘅啫。OK， 我而家直望先，平望先。但我要望個投影機嘅話咧，我就要向上望高個頭啦。望高咗嗰隻角度咧，就係所謂嘅 angle of elevation。中文名係仰望嗰個仰。 仰望嘅話咧，就係向上望嘅，仰望角。OK， angle of elevation 得就係嗱，記住第一樣嘢咧，即係重要咧就係一定要係向平望先嘅，跟住就望高個頭，喐咗嗰條角就係嗰啲 angle of elevation。You get the idea? Okay, so the description will be like this. Description will be find the angle of elevation of 1 point from 1 point. For example, in part A, I want to find the angle of elevation of P from S. So I'm going to do it like this. So let me copy the question first. So it is of P from S. Then my eyes will be located at point S. Okay, the eyesight will be at point S. And then I'm going to look at point P. So I'm at point S, so I have to look towards the horizontal first. That is like this. Standing at S. Can you draw the diagram with me together? Can you draw the diagram with me together? I am on page 10.5. Okay, so I have drawn an arrow from S pointing to the left. Okay, because the point I want to look at, point P, is on the left side of point S, so it should be pointing to the left, and then to the horizontal first. Okay, it box in. And then, because point S wants to look at point P, so the eyesight should be turning upwards until the eyesight line is pointing towards point P. So that is like this. Okay. Starting from the horizontal and then turning upwards until the eyesight can point towards the point I want to look at. Okay, and then which one is the angle that I have turned? The arrow has turned. Should be this one, from this to this. Okay, so this one will be the angle of elevation. The angle of elevation of P from S will be this angle PSQ. The required angle is this angle PSQ. And you get this? Okay? And then I need to find out what size the angle is. Okay? So I need to ask the question. I want to find angle PSQ. Which triangle does this angle belong to? It's very obvious. It should be triangle PSQ. Okay? Angle PSQ, the required angle, belongs to triangle PSQ. And luckily, triangle PSQ is a right angle triangle. Okay? So what information do we have in triangle PSQ? I have 70 meters. I have 90 degrees. I have 100 meters. Right? I have 2 lengths and 1 angle. And that is a right angle. So I can use the junior form knowledge that you don't like to use, right? Okay? I can use the sine theta, cosine theta, or tangent theta to find the angle. Okay? So I think you better find this. You better use sine, cosine, tangent in this question. Can you locate the triangle PQS? This is a right angle triangle. I want to find this theta, and then 70 meter is the opposite side, and 100 meter is the adjacent side. So among the sine, cosine, tangent, which one should I use to set up an equation? Check it out, or you your sine theta and cosine theta. Okay. So just very quick revision. So let me draw a right angle triangle first. Okay, and then if this is the theta, this is the angle theta, and then we have opposite side OPP, and we have adjacent side ADJ, and I have hypotenuse HYP. Okay, so this is the opposite side for the theta, the corresponding side of theta, and then hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the corresponding side of the right angle. Okay, and then the adjacent side will be the side between the right angle and theta. Okay, so let's try this. And then we need to set up the sine, cosine, or tangent theta equation. Will be like this. Just write this down. Sine theta is equal to opposite side over hypotenuse. And then cosine theta is equal to adjacent side over hypotenuse. Tangent theta is equal to opposite side over adjacent side. Okay? Can you write this down? So normally we'll use this one of these three equations to set up equation to find the unknowns. You see the works. It's okay now? Enough. So going back to this question, what information do we have according to theta? Opposite side is equal to 70 meters. And what else do we have? Should be adjacent side, 100 meters, right? We do not know the hypotenuse. 50 is this one. It's not PS. Okay? So we have opposite and we have adjacent. So which one should I use to set up equation? Sine, cosine, or tangent? Should be what? If we want to use sine, we need to know the hypotenuse. Do we have the hypotenuse? No. Okay. So we have this one, opposite side and adjacent side, right? So we need to use tangent theta to set up equation. In this case, tangent theta is equal to opposite side is 70, and then adjacent side is 100. Okay. And if you want to find theta from this equation, we need to use the calculator to shift tangent. 70 over 100. Enter. And then you can get 34.99 something. So this theta is equal to 34.9920202 degrees. Okay. As this is not the last part of this question, we need to save this map to memory A. Save this number to memory A. Okay, and just write down the conclusion. Therefore, the required angle of elevation is 30. We need to correct to 3SF. Okay, this is 34.99 something. Okay, the third significant figure is this 9, but the next digit is also 9. So we need to add 1 to this 9. So we will get 35.0 degrees. Okay, so this number is correct to 3 significant figures. It's like this. Is that okay? So this is part A. This is the answer of part A. And then in part B, we have another type of angle. Okay. So for the angle of elevation, we are looking upwards. And then if we want to look at something which is below our eye level, we need to turn our head downwards. Okay. And then again, we need to look to the horizontal direction first. And for example, if I want to look at that school bag, then I need to turn my eyesight downwards until the eyesight point to that point. Okay. Then the angle from horizontal to that direction, okay, that I turn will be the angle of depression. Okay, angle of depression. 中文名係虎角，即係虎陷個虎。知唔知係咩虎啊？知唔知虎陷係咩虎啊？識唔識啊？其實我都唔係好識講真，好似書有冇啊？有冇呢個字啊？書有呢個係。我當好嗱，你話係咯喎，得唔得啊？虎角。睇先，單企然之後點啊？呢個係嘛？係啦，虎陷虎角。Can you see? So that is the angle of depression is this angle, 弧角. So that is looking downward. Okay, and the angle of elevation is 仰角. So that is looking upwards. Okay, so in part B, question asks us to find the angle of depression of R from P. So the eyes are located at point P. Okay, we are at point P, and then we want to look to point R. Okay, so first we need to draw out the horizontal direction. We're starting from P and then looking to the right side first. So let me use blue color first. Starting from P, looking to the horizontal direction. Okay, and then in this direction we cannot see the point R. So we need to turn the eyesight, turn the head downwards until we can see the point R, right? Okay, so the blue arrows becomes this. Can you see this? Can you draw this diagram? And then the angle we have turned is here. This one, okay? And this is the theta now. Okay, this theta will be the required angle in part B. So that is the angle of depression of R from P. And 你嗱一樣嘢記得係咪啦？就係呢啲句式啊，呢句式 the sentence structure is like always like this. The angle of elevation of a point from a point standing at S, looking at P. Okay, angle of depression of R from P, standing at P, looking at R. Can you get my idea? Okay, starting from point P, standing at point P, and then looking towards R. It's like this. Okay, but we need a reference line that is horizontal line, the original horizontal line. Okay, and then turning downwards to look at point R. And now we're going to find this theta, right? And we need a triangle to find theta. So we need to complete this triangle this time. And let us add a line from R going upwards to here. Can you draw a diagram? So let me call this point T. Point T is this point. Okay, can you draw a diagram? Point T. Just draw one more line from R going upwards to T. Okay, and that will be a triangle. And theta, the required angle theta, is angle RPT, and it belongs to triangle RPT. Okay, and we are going to use triangle RPT to calculate the theta. And because this is also right angle triangle. And what information do we have now? Can you see that the length of PT will be exactly equal to the length of QS? Okay, because both of them are the distance between the two buildings, I guess. Okay, so PT will be exactly equal to QS. That is 100 meters. Okay, so let us write this down. Sorry. PT is equal to QS is equal to 100 meters. Okay, and then how about TR? TR is this one, this little length. Okay, do you know how to calculate this length? How many? 20. Yes, very good. How to calculate this? It is actually the difference between the two buildings, the height of two buildings, I mean. Okay, so this one is 70, which means that TS is 70. and then RS is 50, which means that TR should be 70 minus 50. That is 20. Can you get this? So TR should be equal to 70 minus 50. That is 20 meters. Okay. And now in triangle PRT, what information do we have now? We have 100 meters for PT. This is 100. And then we have RT to be 20. So among the sine theta, cosine theta, and tangent theta, which one are we going to use to set an equation for the blue triangles? Sine, cosine, or tangent? Tangent, yes, very good. Because 20 is the opposite side, right? And then 100 is the adjacent side. So for the opposite and adjacent, we have tangent theta. So tangent theta is equal to opposite, that is 20, divided by adjacent, that is 100. Okay? And then we just use the calculator, shift tangent, bracket 20 over 100. That should be 11.3 something. Okay? And therefore, the required angle is, because this is the final answer, so we need to correct to 3SM, and it should be equal to 11.3 degrees. Okay, so this is 3 significant figures. So that is the answer of part B. Can you get this? Okay, can you get the idea of angle of elevation? How to find the required angle of elevation and the angle of depression? Now, it's okay. 嗱，通常咧，即係就咁佢會問你揾隻 angle of depression 啊，咁樣樣，你要知道佢其實問緊咩情況嘅。Okay, so in this lesson, we're going to do more exercise on this, but the triangles will not just be right angle triangle. There will be any irregular triangle. So we are going to use the sine formula or the sine formula to find the angles and lengths. Okay. Okay, stand up. Goodbye, class.